So we often dream about roads, tracks of all kinds, and that is a metaphor for our life track, the path of life that we are walking on. Is it smooth and comfortable, or is it rough and difficult, going up or going down, more difficult, more easy? Here on the right side, we have something that is very straightforward, easy, you can go fast, but the environment is not so appealing. It's grayish, possibly cold and wet, so you would be on a life track that is not so enjoying, maybe boring, possibly employed in a company on a work that you see where you are going, but you don't enjoy it at all. However, on the other side, on the left side, we have an image that indicates a life track that is more enjoyable, possibly a little bit more challenging. You don't see far away. You can see that there is sunshine and blue sky. You can enjoy it, but what the future holds, you don't know. Life tracks. Life tracks can be full of bends and turns, and sometimes you don't discover what is next until you reach this turn. It can be in the mountains or it can be on flat land. All of this has a metaphorical meaning. And we often dream about vehicles of all kinds, and we should pay attention as this is representing the vehicle, that part of us that we live our life in. It's kind of our life. Are you driving your life or are you being driven? Is it moving forward or is it stuck somewhere? Is it in good shape or in bad shape? All of these aspects are metaphors. Are you carrying a lot of things with you, or are there a lot of people in the car? If you dream of this kind of vehicle, you probably have a lot of need to protect yourself, or possibly also feel quite aggressive towards the environment around you. There is some anger, and you have to engage in some battles. Vehicles can also go on water. Water, we've seen, is your emotional nature. So whatever floats is giving you some resources to face with your emotional nature. It's easier. You can handle your emotional nature, unless it's a submarine, but that would be even better possibly. It all depends on the state of your boat. If it sinks, then you are having difficulties with your emotional nature. If it's a big boat like this, it would probably be quite resourceful. A lot of possibilities, a lot of resources inside. Your vehicle on your emotional nature might go fast or very slow, might be comfortable or not so comfortable. All of this has metaphorical meaning. You may dream of a train, something that goes on tracks. Now, tracks mean something's quite straightforward, that is all planned for you. You can't make choices about going left or right. You just have to follow the track, and very often you won't be driving your train by yourself. So you're just being carried with your life experience, going wherever it needs to go without making clear decisions by yourself. That's what tracks are about. It's all out thought of. You might also have very fixed thought patterns, things that are not easily movable, that are tracks. Now, a vehicle might also be flying. We can dream of planes. Are we flying the plane, or is the plane being flown without pilot? Is it dangerous or is it safe? All of this tells something about how you experience your moving forward in your life. If it crashes, you better prepare for some difficult moments. If it's taking off, good for you. Planes are more free to move anywhere. They take some distance from the ground. So you are, in a way, more secure, more free from the day-to-day events in your life. A plane is usually a more resourceful vehicle. We very often dream about buildings of all kinds. The buildings would refer to our inner structure, that part of us that we have been building. It's our personality, our inner structure. But our inner structure may sometimes need change or refreshment, refurbishing. In this case here, we see that the building is in a very bad shape. It needs attention and care, and we may often dream about houses or buildings that are in very bad shape and that need care and attention, possibly even ruins, buildings that we have abandoned, buildings from the past. So we have changed beyond that, and we are possibly moving or searching for a new building, a new structure, a new development of our personality. If you dream about this here, it would indeed mean that you have an inner state that is quite peaceful and complete, luxurious, holds a lot of inner resources. There is some light, and there is water that is quite peaceful. So this kind of building, house, that you might not recognize as yours, but it is always a reflection of your inner state. It would certainly mean that you feel quite comfortable about yourself. The parts of the building that you dream of are all meaningful. If you dream about a kitchen, well, this is the place where you prepare food. So you prepare for your inner needs for nourishment, inner food. Inner nourishment would be whatever helps you to grow, to develop your personal development. How much are you taking care of your personal development? That care is your food. So kitchen is the place where you take care of your needs for nourishment. There are many other places. They all mean something. Food itself, as we've seen, is what takes care of your needs for growth, development. If you dream about toilets, and toilets are a quite recurring dream element, that is the place where you can get rid of whatever unwanted stuff that you carry inside. If you need to pee, that's liquid, so it would be more your negative emotions, disturbing, undesirable emotions, fears, angers. You can get rid of that. You want to get rid of that. If it's the more hard stuff that you want to get rid of, it might be bad habits or attitudes or thinking patterns. We also often dream about cleansing ourselves. Now, clean water would refer to that emotional aspect that is more pure, more loving, we could say, or higher emotional experiences. So we would need these higher emotions in order to transform our lower emotions, our less desirable emotional experience, cleanse ourselves, cleanse and change, grow out of our unresolved patterns and issues. That's what cleansing is about. Now, dreaming about caves and whatever is under the ground would be your subconscious, while above the ground in daily light would be your conscious elements. Whatever is in the dark would be more subconscious, less conscious, less easy to see. If you dream that you are penetrating a cave and you can see in the cave, then you are able to explore your subconscious. This is quite interesting, and it's useful also to explore your deeper subconscious contents. Allows you to work things out on a more subconscious level, especially if some light is accompanying you. You may dream about places that are schools, quite recurring kind of dream element. And of course, schools are places for learning. So you are in touch with a part of you that is dealing with your needs for learning and development in terms of growth, learning. Of course, there might be different students, so all of them are part of you in a way. And even the teacher, if you dream about a teacher that is present, then that is your inner teacher. That's a quite resourceful dream element. That means you have also an inner teacher that you can understand the perspective from and possibly reach into that perspective. We will see later how we can work out that change of perspective. But it's resourceful to have a teacher inside you. You may identify with the student who doesn't know anything, but if other students know much better, then you have also these other parts that know. It's just a matter of what part of you are you identifying with. If we dream about walls and doors, then of course these are our inner walls, inner doors. Inner walls is what limits your perspective, possibly also protects you. Roof is on top, also protects you, but if it opens up on top, maybe you are more open to the outside world than if you are with a flat roof on your head. Doors are passageways, opens up to the outside world or opens up to the inner world if you go inside. Stairs, possibilities for going higher. Here, apparently, you may be aiming at some very high goal, but it's requiring some effort to reach there. Stairs require efforts, but lead to a higher goal. If you are pregnant, whether you are men or women, pregnancy is a metaphor for carrying new life, carrying a new project. Don't take things too literally. It might not at all be a warning message, but instead an indication that you are carrying something new, new life, new project that's usually quite resourceful, welcoming. And if the new project has already been existing, born, so take good care of it. Hopefully it is healthy and well. You just need to nurture it. You may also dream of people in your dream that are quite wise. Ripples would be metaphor for experience. Here you have these loving eyes. There seems to be a lot of wisdom in that person. Well, that certainly refers to the part of you that is wise and experienced. So you might want to fully reconnect with that part of you. And as a matter of fact, the dream is giving you a possibility to access that inner space. We will come back on this. You might also dream about hurt inner spaces. The part of you that need your care and attention, that had been badly hit. Now, if you are aware of that part, do pay attention to them and we will see how we can take care of them. You may dream about parts of you that are not free, not feeling free, in a cage. Animals really would refer to our animal nature, a part of you that is more instinctive. So you might have an instinctive part that is not feeling free at all to express itself. However, the part of you, animal nature, that you may feel very comfortable with, might also refer to your sexual nature. Not always comfortable. Sometimes the sexual nature might be something that is a challenge to you. So you may not always find that sexual nature, that animal nature of yours is being friendly. Sometimes it may feel quite aggressive or not friendly. So these are just a few images. And there are, of course, many more. We are not going to see them all. We are going to work with real examples and see how we can translate images into words that we fully own. So the first step when dealing with dream experiences, to understand that we don't need to interpret, we just need to reformulate the images, the metaphors, coming to a new dream story, a reformulated story. The second step would be to explore what is that reformulated story telling me, and usually it will be a lot easier to identify the message of your dream when you have been reformulating the dream story. We will see in detail how to do that. Third question, when you have reformulated your dream, is to look for possible resource elements in the dream. Which is the resourceful perspective and what is the dream inviting me to? So these are a few indications for understanding dreams, and of course we are just in an introduction, so we will work more in detail about how to translate dream elements, how to work with our dreams. In next unit I will explore that fourth question, is how to work with dreams. How can we use our dreams in a way that can help us in our personal development? So this is it for this unit. Look forward to see you very soon. Bye bye for now.